Welcome out of Cape Town. This is what you need to know about Accso South Africa with Adam Wayland. Adam, please introduce yourself.
Hi Aurelius, my name's Adam Wayland. I'm the Managing Director of Accso. I founded this office about 3.5 years ago, and my major role is to actually expand into new markets. And those markets are United States, Canada, UK, etc.
Cool. So, and when I check out Accso.com, one term comes up several times, and it's the word excellency. Why do you consider software out of South Africa to be excellent?
That's a very good question. So when you're talking about excellency, obviously that means that you have a workforce which can operate at that high level of quality and expertise. So that means the environment needs to be conducive for that. On the one side, we've got the best universities in Africa, so on the continent. 3 of those are in South Africa. Cape Town University and Stellenbosch are actually just around the corner from our office here. So there we have talent which is well educated, which can then look for jobs here in South Africa. The other part is we typically like to hire experienced engineers. So we're talking about 8 to 10 years or more. So that means for the first 8 to 10 years, they need to work at companies which give them sufficient experience that they can then work for Accso to actually deliver on these really critical systems worldwide. So the tech ecosystem here is large. We have over 600 tech companies here. All the major communities are here around, like, for example, Microsoft, Google, etc. And in particular there, we also have, we home to the Microsoft community. So when you think about excellency, coming back to your question, that environment is that which gives us actually the largest talent pool in Africa, and that's in South Africa here. And that is what we can then nourish from to actually deliver the high quality and high profile projects for our customers.
Wow, sounds like a rich environment and very high standards for your employees. So you also committed this location and Accso South Africa to become AI native. What does it mean to be AI native?
Yeah, that's a good one. And especially when you think of it today, when we're going through incredible step change, which we haven't seen probably in the last, since industrialization. So here, what that means for us is we are moving into a world where we use, in particular, agentic programming to deliver the projects to our customers at a more efficient, at a higher quality. And what that really means is that AI native, that we're using AI in every single area of our delivery chain. So that would be from marketing, sales, and then into the software development life cycle, agentic programming, but also in the supporting systems around software and in its operations.
Yeah. So Accso South Africa has always been eager to prove itself. Adam, tell us, what successes are you especially proud of?
Yeah, what I'm really proud about is that 3.5 years ago we opened this office and we were able to hit the ground running in our client projects. What that means is the talent which we were able to hire here were immediately valuable to our customers. And not only on a few, but on numerous projects and industries and customers in those industries. So I'm very, very, very proud about that. And the team is just growing, being able to deliver international standards out of Cape Town from the get-go.
So Adam, can you showcase us like your top 3 highlights from 2025?
Yeah, so there were actually quite a few, but so I think when you just think about how many high-profile politicians come from Germany down to Cape Town, especially now during the G20. Accso was able to participate in several events there. The one was I was invited to a business roundtable with the Chancellor Friedrich Merz from Germany, and then the Bavarian Minister President, Dr. Markus Söder, was here as well, and we were able to have a private and small dinner or business dinner with him, which I think is really relevant because it just positions Accso on a larger stage, especially in terms of Germany. And then in terms of AI, I was invited to a conference in New York, which was around AI engineering, where the masterminds of agentic coding came together, and we spoke about how our whole industry is shifting at the moment, and how do we stay ahead of basically the curve or the wave. And then maybe the last one, which is also quite interesting, were the business networking events which we had at the office, and one in particular was the state of Thuringia. They came together at our office, also together with Bavaria International and the German Chamber, also very high-profile people from the Western Cape, so the Deputy General Rashid Turfi, as well as Tanja Verheit, who's the Consul General to the German Federal Republic. So yes, in general, I think it was a very successful year, and there were very high-profile events. It was quite an eventful year.
Yeah, so obviously Accso is very well connected into politics and the industry, and also into research and universities. Let's talk about yourself. I know you're not only a director, you're also a coder at heart. Tell us about that.
Yes. My entire career has been very technical. And as you rightly said, it's as managing director, I've got lots of responsibilities, sales, marketing, and mentoring of staff. But what I'm very passionate about, and especially when you think about AI today, it is allowing you to develop and prototype and create systems which were simply not possible a few months ago. You would typically have required large teams, a lot of time, and that just is actually a boundary, which today, now with the agentic programming, I sit and work on my day-to-day tasks, and I have a computer next to me which is continuously running all forms of agentic approaches to develop the ideas which I'm thinking of. And I think it's just absolutely phenomenal where our industry is going.
Great. Thank you so much for being here, having this talk with us, and showing what Accso South Africa is all about.
Thank you very much, Aurelius.